because right now, and this doesn't bother me at all, but the whole thing is so funny that like Bradley Cooper went to be in this movie based on a real Jewish person, and he's not Jewish, and that's fine. I don't give a shit. Anyone. Denzel could kill the role as Rabbi Brian. I promise you that.
Sure.
But Bradley Cooper, he went to act in this movie every day playing a Jew and put on a prosthetic nose. And what's funny about that is like the guy that he's based on, like he's got like a nose, but like Bradley Cooper already has a nose. But he still put on a Jewish nose for this movie. And it's still, I'm going to watch it. Movie looks like it's going to be fucking sick. And I don't care. I'm not offended or anything. But I think it's hilarious that he went to work every single day and put on a Jew nose. Not even because but like you must have known that people were going to, we know how it is. We know how they are. We know the future the left wants for us. But no, realistically, if you're putting on a Jew nose, someone's going to say something.
Let me ask you something, Harley. Let me ask you if people ever say this to you.
Oh, my.
Whoa.
It's sharp. That's sharper.
Like penguin.
That's sharper nose than the real guy's got. This is going to sound offensive, but I'm Jewish. I don't care. The real guy's got a touch more of a hook happening. Yeah. Exactly.
No, the fake nose is too pointy.
I will say though, Bradley Cooper Jewed it up for this. This is as a Jew, he definitely Jewed it up.
He put on a Jew nose. I wouldn't even do that. If I was playing a Jew and they're like, put on a nose, I'd be like, come on, really?
I would.
Harley, has anyone ever said to you? Because people say this to me.
It wouldn't offend me at all. I'd put it on.
Has anyone ever said to you, "Oh, you don't look Jewish"?
Yeah.
And I know what they're saying. They're saying you don't have a giant nose. Is basically what they're saying.
You don't look like Woody Allen.
I do have a small nose just compared to my head and size and everything. And like, would you close your eyes? Picture a Jew nose. Open your eyes. Mine is smaller than that. But I've hung around people and they didn't know I was Jewish and like they didn't know my name or something. And then it came out like later or whatever. But what I always thought, and this doesn't sound bad, but like if someone's like, close your eyes, picture a Jew, not just the nose, but you're not picturing a good-looking, powerful. You're not like you're picturing you're picturing something straight out of Baldur's Gate 3 character creation screen.
Somebody's face who looks like a melted candle.
Zach,
yeah,
you guys only picture.
I have like friends that look like that.
It's the only people you picture.
I picture John Lovett's character in The Critic.
Yeah,
I picture that. Zach, show us that. John Lovett's
Lovett's Jewish. Lovett's. That's very Jewish.
Very, very Jewish. He's the one in the Seinfeld episode with who lied about having cancer so that Jerry would pay for his fake hair.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's walking up a blue storm now.
But Seinfeld is a different form of Jewy, but also Jewy.
That's what I think of. I picture this gentleman here.
Yep.
This gentleman.
I can hear him saying, "It stinks."
It stinks. So you guys, when you close your eyes, Harley, you have such a bad image of Jews that you picture like an elderly one, like an elderly.
No, not even here. This is actually a great picture.
I think back to Mel Gibson's The Passion.
I think of Todd Phillips. I think of Todd Phillips that shows up. That's like, I'm here for the gangbang.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I picture. Like a Jewish person also.
That's from Old School.
I think of very hairy arms. That's part of my identification.
Hairy
as a Jewish
arms?
Person. Yeah, I've known a lot of Jews who have very hairy arms, and I have like Italians in my family, and so I'm used to hairy arms, but I'm like, yeah, that guy's pretty fucking hairy.
Yes, thank you. That's what I picture as a Jew.
Look at his necklace.
Yeah.
So like I have like lighter coloring, just being an Ashkenazi Jew. I think like, I just think of like the dark curly hair, like hunch. There's a hunch. There is some the physiognomy.
Like they're sneaking up on
physiognomy.
When you press C in Baldur's Gate, that's like the.
Yeah, it was a good ass topic, Harley.
Bradley
You know what
Cooper.
else?
I'm
Just
glad both of you are here.
You know what else about Jews? Jews are good athletes until they're like 10 years old, and then they get separated from the pack.
Yeah.
But up until about 10 or 11, you're like, that Jew can play some basketball.
Every time.
Yeah, and then
When there's always a 5'3" Jew at the basketball courts killing it. And the craziest thing is he's still there if he didn't tear his ACL like 90% of Jewish guys do when they're in their late 20s. He's still at the synagogue playing basketball, and he's still much better than everyone else around him. Still saying shit like could have gone pro.
Dude, I didn't know
if I had 5 more inches.
One of my buddies who was Jewish, this was a few years ago. Like we were talking about hockey, and like somehow the topic of like Jewish professional hockey players came up. Like I'd never given that a second of thought in my life. And like instantly he was like named 2 guys, like Steve Morenstein and Joey Jewish. Like those were the 2 best ones.
That's the sickest DJ duo, by the way.
Like you thought about this enough that like you looked up like there have to be some Jews that played in the NHL. That's not a very Jewish.
We know the professional athletes. We can. That's because there aren't that many of them.
I'm not a sports guy at all. Like literally, like I'm not at all. So I don't have any Jewish athletes. And if someone was like came up to me, they're like, name me a professional Jewish athlete, I'd be like Sandy Koufax.
There you go. That's the top of the list, dude.
But that's because he like he was Jewish before he was an athlete.
Yeah.
No, there's got to be more than Sandy.
That's
Koufax.
the only one I can name. Yeah.
Gabe Kapler. I got a bunch of them.
2.
Damn, that's hilarious. Who is the best Jewish athlete of all time? Koufax is undeniably the greatest Jewish athlete of all time.
And not only is the best Jewish athlete, he's the best baseball player amongst all of them.
It's like him and then King David. Like there was no athletes in between.
Jake Curran, the Seattle Seahawks offensive tackle, Jewish, by the way. Just learned.
There was a guy named Sean Green who played for the Dodgers and the Brewers. Gabe Kapler, who still is I think he's coaches I forget who he's coaching right now. Kevin Euclid. Who are the other baseball players? More baseball players. Not a lot of Jewish basketball players.
Makes sense. I can't think of any fighters off the top of my head, any in mixed martial arts or anything.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
There's a guy named Zach Hyman in the NHL.
It's a real white trash.
He's actually very good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
there's plenty of representation.
It's just like when you're making your RPG characters, you can't be good at everything.
Yeah,
that's true. You have to prioritize things. You have to.
Your deception is off the charts. Who cares if your fucking dexterity skill got nerfed a little?
They put everything's into charisma for them. It's all about writing tight jokes, a tight 5. They're like, hey, all you idiots, stay back. I'm gonna go convince this goblin horde. I've got a tight 3-minute bit that's gonna sell them on why we should be able to get through their goblin pass.
This is why I don't excel, because I'm an actual bad Jewish cross build. Like I just got some points and some things. It's like, oh, I get if you built this, but why'd you make them so big? That's not gonna be useful. That's how I end up getting punched out in a boxing ring.
Hey, listen, Harley, you want to hear my theory on why there aren't a lot of huge Jews?
Yes.
Because when we were walking across the desert for 40 years, the tall Jews gave the little Jews shade, and one by one they just started dropping off. And the only ones who made it were the ones who were getting shade from the big dudes. So by the time we got there, it was
every year.
That's true. And then also like being able to fit in the floorboards could have helped too.
That's right.
Only the families small enough to hide in the floors are gonna make it. So like I'm like out there. I was like 5'10" in the 4th grade. My family's like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
You would have survived we would have no, that's
I would have been like, it's him. He used to go to my synagogue. Let's get him.
I would have been like, have you ever seen a Jew this tall? I rest my case. And they're like,
guess who's not fitting in the attic? 6'5".
That would be my case. Yeah. If you're Harley during the you're like, have you ever seen a Jew this big, sir? I don't think so. Now let me get back to shoveling the hay. Good Aryan hay for white
a bottle
horses.
Of hair dye from Hitler looking at you like, okay. Yeah, like just
you'd be
blonde it out, and he would have been fine.
You're clearly part of the master race, one way or another. I feel like they'd want you around. That was
Yeah,
the thing. All the main Nazis, none of them look like the fucking Aryan master race. They all look like, I don't know, greasy. They look like fucking Snape. They all look like Snape from Harry Potter, like greasy black hair, kind of like, I don't know, 5 out of 10 looking dudes.
Well, there's nothing wrong with greasy black haired 5 out of 10 dudes, by the way.
Well, okay. Some people are catching some strays. I don't know. You don't like Hitler though. Hitler was not a good looking man. Neither was Goebbels. Was hideous. They all looked like fucking losers.
He was short.
I don't know, but I don't think it really mattered back then. I think everybody was a lot shorter.
I think
not that.
Yeah, I think I would have been a giant at 5'10". I would have been at least bigger. Right now, my son's 6'3.5" or 6'3", and he's half Asian, half Jewish, which is two negatives. Two negatives made a positive somehow. I'm not sure how we got to be that tall, but yeah,
real aberration.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Jewish, and I'm looking for an Asian. I'm trying to make a winner out here. I see how the pieces are being laid out on the board. And,
you need like
I think a Jewish Asian was pretty good.
It's the 2 highest IQ groups in the world. How could it work? I don't know. Should we try it?
Do it.
Nah.
Find a really tall Jew, or no, a really tall Asian. The same way Yao Ming's fan, like him and his wife were hooked up by the Chinese government because they wanted to just like make a good basketball player. Yeah, they introduced like 2 giant people, and they had not Yao Ming, and Yao Ming is the product of that.
Jackie Chan, they did that.
Really?
Too. No, Jackie Chan, they found 2 funny people made them make a child. That's where Jackie Chan came from. They have a whole program in China.
They make
real. Is this real?
Yes, they made Jackie Chan. He is it goes back to the Cold War, the Soviets and the Chinese when they first started working together. They created Jackie Chan in a lab to be the funniest Asian that science could create.
And they failed because there's funnier Asians than him.
Yeah, they never taught him English effectively. That was the main drawback of Program Osiris.
Name one. The old Bobby Lee appearances on Opie and Anthony are the most outrageous things in the world. Watch the episode with him and Bobo. That's a good one. He spits on Bobo's penis. Bobo's a retarded man.
But let me tell you something, Bobby.
It's too much.
It is too much. It's like Bobby Lee went into that, and like O&A is like, we're this crazy show, and Bobby Lee's like, oh really? You're crazy, and like Bobby is like an actual loon.
You're telling me he spit on a retarded man's penis during the show in the studio?
He's pretty wild. Yeah, Bobby Lee was a madman on the O&A show.
Your fans would love that. If you did that for your Patreon, they'd love that.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for free.
We'll get Bobo on the line. Talk to him.
Shit for free. Any retard pulls his dick out in front of me, I'm spitting on it.
Oh,
Isn't that right, Drifter?
God.
Absolutely correct. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. I couldn't resist the temptation to do something stupid.
No, you really couldn't pick between scary and funny, could you?
No, we tried to go for both. We even added the little sad tear over here, I think it is.
Yeah, you fucking nailed it.